Hello, this is Bino. I'm an arborist and a tree climber specialist. I've worked in the trade for about 30 years now. What I like to do on this channel is share tree climbing tips with beginners and experts. What today I have planned is I got a question from one of our subscribers named Chino, and he was basically asking how to advance with an SRT system, SRS, using a base anchor, and how to advance up in a tree. So I'll show you guys how I do it. Let's get to it. When you're using a base anchor in the SRS system, the ultimate best way to do it is if you can get a shot bag and you shoot into your final tie-in. That's just the best way. Then you connect your base anchor, you're ready to go. But sometimes you might be worried about what that final tie-in union looks like. Maybe it's a little scary from the ground and you want to get a better look at it. So you might advance a little bit lower, or maybe take a shot that you can reach and then start going from there. That's one way. Or you're just having a horrible day and it sucks and you just can't get it as high as you want to go. So you might just start low. So what I'm going to do, we have a short tree here. The final tie-in's about 30 feet tall. So I'm going to, start with some lower branches and just work my way up using advancing with a basal tie-in. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my rope out, and I'm just going to throw it down on a short branch here. Okay, I'll just go for this one right here. Okay, and it's only about close to 8 to maybe 12 feet high. So I'll just go to right here. All right, but what I want to do is have it on this side here, just so I can reach it. Hang on. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'll say that's maybe 10 to 12 feet tall. If my final tie-in's 30 feet, I want to make sure I'm going to have enough rope to do that. So my tie-in's maybe 25 feet higher than this point. So I'm going to just guesstimate the amount of rope I'm going to need. I'm about 5 feet tall, and if you span like this, is usually about what your height is. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm thinking that ought to be enough for me to hit the top, and we'll see. So now I'm going to get this part of my line. I'm going to walk around the tree. And I'm going to get this part of the rope. Now see, I'm going to make a butterfly on this side of my line. Now I'm going to grab my quickie, and I always want to have the quickie slick pin up against the trunk. Okay, let me get my knot better, snug it up a little. Okay, so now this is a simple base tie-in. Okay, put some tension on it. There you go. Now that I have the base anchor on, I'm going to get my Rope Runner Pro here and connect it to my line. So I'm going to go to the top. I got my first slick pin open already. I'm going to snap it in, and then I'm just going to go through the rest of them. Open this one up, pop it open, slide my rope in, close it. I'm gonna get my next one, depress the pins, pop it inside. There we go. All right, now it's connected. Connected to my belt. All right. Put a little bit of pressure on my line. Now I'm ready to go up. Now that I have my Rope Runner Pro on, I'm gonna put on my glove and proceed up to that first branch there. I'll put my chesty onto the Rope Runner so it will go up at the same time as I go. All right. Put my weight on it, make sure it doesn't slide on me. Oops, my little gadget here. Slide the rope into the jet step, and then here I go. Okay. All right. Now that I reach my first throw in, I'm going to advance. But this advancement should be simple, where I'm just going to go over a branch above my head and I'll feed all the rope through, and then after that I'll throw higher. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my lanyard connected. Okay, so I won't fall. Okay, so now I got my lanyard on, and what I'm going to ultimately have to do is bring this line, the length of my line, over and then to the next branch. So let me gather it, make it a little bit easier. The only downside about advancing when you're doing a base tie is you have to have all that extra rope with you, and you definitely want to have enough rope that you could climb the whole tree you're planning on climbing. So go around this. Okay, I'll get that prepared here. And then what I'm going to do is disconnect my chesty here, and I'll put a little slack in my rope runner here. Now I want to make sure that I don't let my rope runner go. Sometimes it's a good idea to put a knot in your line so it captures your rope runner, but for right now what I'm going to do is, what did I do? Let me see. I think I might have messed up a little. I'm going to connect this back real quick. There it goes. All right. Let me see here. So now what I'm going to do is gather all of this and put it over the next branch. There I go. All right, cool. It's a big wad of mess here. What I'm going to do is feed it around. So this is going to be, I'll just leave it on this side here. Actually, I got to feed it all the way through. All right. Okay. Disconnect here. And I kind of, okay. All right. Okay, now what I'm doing is I have that side on the other part of the limb, and I'm going to disconnect to myself the center post here. All right. So basically what I did is I just fed the end of the rope over this branch and then reconnected back to myself. And that's just because I can reach it. So kind of uncomfortable the way I did it. But now that I have tension on my rope runner, I'm going to disconnect. And I want to make sure that I was testing my anchor point, that it didn't run. Since it's just a choke, sometimes they can come loose on you. So that would be a big concern. Okay. Now that I got up to my next tie-in here, so what I'm going to do now is I'll just throw it a little bit higher. So I'm going to reconnect. here. Okay, for now for this one, I'll just say it's way high, and I'm going to throw, basically I'll throw it in the next one. What I'm going to have to do is get this line over that crotch. So the best way for you to do it would be to disconnect everything, don't lose your line, and then you're going to throw it over. Well, not really disconnect everything. Let me see. I'll disconnect. I'm going to bring it back to myself here, and I'm going to connect it so I don't lose it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather that part of the line again, and then I'm going to go throw it above my head. Okay, I'll just toss it here, and I'll gather the amount that I need. Okay, now I'll have a throwing knot. Oops. There it goes. All right, cool. So I'm just going to climb it on this side here. Okay. All right. So now that I got it over this, and I'll just consider that my final, I'm going to bring all the slack out here, right? So see how I'm connected to this end here? This is what I was climbing on first. But now what I'm going to have to do is disconnect this and put it on this side. This is now my climbing side. So I'll give myself slack enough to where I can maneuver my rope runner. Let's start with the bottom one, I guess. So now what I'm going to do is come over to this side, tighten this up, and this is now going to be my climbing line here. Lock it in place, make sure your carabiner are locked. All right, here I go. There I go. Now there I go. Now advancing higher. Now wait, it's best if you can make, if you're going to do it, you can make the highest point you can. This process, advancing with the end of your line, takes a heck of a lot longer because you got to do something with the end of the rope. Yeah, so there you go. That's how I would advance using a SRS Base Anchor. For me, it's a lot more time consuming because you got to feed the other end of your rope through the next following branches. You got to remember also that when you're throwing in, you have to give yourself enough rope. So if it's a 30-foot tree, it's 60 feet of rope. You got to remember that point. Also, when you do a base anchor, your weight is ×2 on the final tie-in point. Yeah, this is a lot more time consuming for me, so I think the best way to do it is if you could shoot all the way to the top, get to your final tie-in, then you only do it once. Yeah, I was a little, it's not one of the things I do. Mostly I like to do canopy ties. It's nicer for me. Anyhow, that's my take on doing it. Also, I wanted to, if you were doing, when you're going to climb high, on this rope it's not really necessary because I have a splice tie or a sewn eye. But if you were going to do climbing and you don't have a splice tie, always make a stopper knot on the end of your line, so you won't let your line come out of your system. If you're not paying attention, you go out on a limb, or if you're descending, this would actually stop you from hitting the ground. Remember that if you're doing something new, do it low and slow. You don't want to get hurt. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you like what we do. By all means, share your videos with your friends, our videos with your friends. Also, I wanted to say thanks again to Chino for the comment, and to anybody else. If you guys have comments and I can do it, I'll do my best to put a video on it. All right, take care. See you guys next time.